What's that word you use?
Spoilers.
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 Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers.
I like that word.
I thought you might.
Hello everyone and welcome to another custom figure showcase, but before we actually get into looking at the figure, let's get a few things out of the way. Firstly, there will be spoilers in this video for the 60th anniversary special. I've put it in the thumbnail, I'm putting it at the start of the video, and I'm saying it now. If you are annoyed that you've seen spoilers in this video, you can't say you weren't warned, okay? Secondly, for the benefit of those who do want to avoid more spoilers but still want to watch this video, I am only going to really talk about what the video is about, this particular character. I am not going to talk about other things that have been seen on set or other things that have been happening in behind the scenes, and I also ask that people in the comments also keep the comments in line with what the video is about and refrain from talking about other things and other spoilers in the comments for the benefit of those who want to avoid them. And lastly and thirdly, for anyone who wants to know my thoughts, views, theories, etc., because a few people have asked me now, I'm not going to do a video on it, just purely because I've already talked about a lot of this all on my Twitter, you know, as the things have come out and things like that, and my thoughts on the new Doctor. In short, I approve. Obviously what's happening on the 60th anniversary special. Any thoughts about all of that, please go and check out my Twitter, because, as I said, I'm not going to make a video on it, and I don't want to have to, you know, go over the same points in the comments of this video, or just go into length about my thoughts in this video in general. So, now we have all that out of the way, here of course we have a custom figure, and this is, now I'm going to refer to him as the 10th Doctor because he looks like the 10th Doctor, it's the same actor that plays the 10th Doctor, and for all intents and purposes, as far as we know, he is the 10th Doctor. There is obviously some debate about that. Again, I won't go into too many spoilers, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to refer to him as the 10th Doctor. This is how he is going to appear, or near enough how he's going to appear, in the 60th anniversary special, because he is back alongside Catherine Tate. I'm going to say that because that's not a spoiler, that's literally been in the news. It's public knowledge. But interestingly, as seen on set, his costume is slightly different and updated, and what it seems to be, he's got, first of all, he's got the new coat, he's got a new blue coat which sort of is a shin length rather than it being the full length, and then whilst it initially appeared that he had his normal suit on, it has been revealed in the last day or so that his suit is actually more of a tartan pattern to it, and it may be, even though I've got a jacket on this figure, he may actually be wearing a waistcoat rather than a jacket. So this figure isn't 100% accurate. I already finished this and then found out about the tartan thing, so I've painted on the lines, the horizontal lines of the tartan, and I've tried to sort of use the lines of the suit to make up the vertical lines, and obviously he has a suit jacket. If he is wearing a waistcoat, that is inaccurate. You know, I appreciate that. You know, you don't need to point that out that this figure is not 100% accurate. But at the end of the day, I'm working off very grainy, behind the scenes, from a distance pictures. You know, there probably is going to be more high quality pictures as they come out. But, you know, I'm still very pleased with this custom. It's one that, you know, I think has come out very well, especially for one that, you know, I've just done in literally a few hours. It's, you know, it's been, in terms of me recording. Yeah, it's come out really well. Overall, it is just your standard 10th Doctor figure in his coat. But obviously I've trimmed the coat down. I've then widened the lapels of the coat as well, because it's got a slightly different, the new one he's wearing has got a slightly different cut. And then the head is actually a cast I made of the tuxedo 10th Doctor head. And then I've just put it on the body. I've chosen that head because I think it's probably one of the better sculpts we've had of him. And then, other than that, it's pretty much just a repaint. You know, there's not really a lot to it. I'm probably also, and I want to make it very clear, this is me just speculating. I am probably not actually going to bother updating this figure as clearer pictures come out, simply because the 10th Doctor is debatably the most marketable face of and character or incarnation of the Doctor, however you want to put it, of the new series, and I just get the feeling that the chances of us not getting this as an official figure is extremely unlikely. You know, it would be great if they used obviously the articulated version of the 10th Doctor in his coat. Obviously, new coat. You could repaint the old one, but you know, a new one with the proper lapels and the right length would be good. And then obviously they might have to redo the body, because obviously on this version, for the people that don't know, the suit jacket isn't over the top like it is on the coatless figures. It is actually the torso sculpt, so we might have to have a new torso sculpt. But anyway, I think the chances of us not getting this as an official figure is highly unlikely, just purely because at the end of the day, it's David Tennant. It is, let's say, the 10th Doctor, or however you want to make it. Either way, it looks like him for the sake of conversation. It's, you know, he's the most marketable, I would have said debatably the most marketable incarnation of the new series, and you know, I really do think that it would be incredibly unlikely that Character Options didn't decide to cash in on his popularity and actually give us a proper figure of this. So I remain hopeful. As I said, this is just speculation on my part, but it is one of those things that, as much as I would like to have a 100% accurate figure of this, and you know, and go and do the waistcoat, it is just one of those things that I look at it and think, do you know what, it is a lot of effort for something that I am 90% certain we will get as an official figure at a later date. But that's the figure pretty much for now. I'm not planning on doing any other figures from the 60th anniversary yet, but obviously we don't know what other characters are going to appear. Obviously there's been a few other characters seen on set, but this is one of those ones that I just decided. I've got loads of 10th Doctors spare, just because it's one of those ones, they are a dime a dozen. So for the sake of using up one of the spares, I thought this was a worthwhile thing. For the sake of mentioning it, because I'm sure some people will ask, I will be doing a custom figure probably of Ncuti Gatwa, the new Doctor. Very excited to see how he's going to play out as the latest incarnation, or latest incarnation but one, who knows. Either way, I probably am going to do a figure of him at some point, probably both a regeneration figure and a proper costume figure when we actually find out what his costume is, and obviously if his regeneration is going to take place in Jodie's costume. Little side note, personally I think my theory is that he's going to regenerate in the orange spacesuit, because it's slightly more roomy and makes for a bit of an easier costume change. But anyway, yeah, so we shall see, but for the sake of mentioning it, yes, I will be doing custom figures of him in future. Very much looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to their series and seeing how it all pans out. But that brings to a close another custom figure showcase. As always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot, and be sure to description below for a link to my Patreon. I'm doing my very first figure animation and you can get involved. There's exclusive content and rewards for those who do so, and funding my Patreon in any way gets your name at the end of my videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.